Greetings. If you've been following us, then you know that we've been doing a series called Night of Memorials. As it stands on today's date, it is now the first night of Nisan. On some of your calendar, you know what day it is today on the regular Gregorian calendar?
September is
Pick up, huh? What?
September the 16th or 17th.
It's September 16th, 17th-ish, somewhere around there. I'm not sure on the day. I might post it in the comments below, or you'll see it when it says it's published. So, you've seen us do these videos, and you've seen us wear these crowns. There's also an armband and the wristband. So, the armband and the wristband. And you may be saying, well, where did they get that from, and why are they wearing it like that? So we're going to teach you something from our ancient garments and our ancient history. Let me introduce myself. I'm Rabbi Sheikh Yidon. This is Pinchas ben Aharon, the son of Aaron. And this miracle shall be inscribed and set forth upon the tephilla. That's one. Tephilla is singular for this. Tephilla also is prayer. Of the hand, so the one on the hand or above the hand, on the top of thy left arm, and for a memorial inscribed and set upon the tephilla of thy head, set between thy eyes, on thy forehead. You see? So the hand, the arm, and the forehead. The law of Yah might be in thy mouth. So this is so that you always speak in the law, that you are reminded. It's on my head, it's on my left arm, and the upper part, it's on my wrist, and I always speak from the Torah, from the book of the law. And because in strength, right, so this is what it actually says. In strength, with a mighty hand, Yah brought forth from Mitzrayim. And that's literally what it says. You're going to see a picture at the end of this video with the writing that you see here. You see? So I'm going to put up a picture of the writing so that you can make your own. Ours is made from belts that we cut and engraved. You can make it from fabric or other materials. You can write it yourself. But if you are a son of Israel, one of the 12 tribes of Jacob, then you should be wearing this from now, from the day that you hear this video, for the next 3 months. So, September 16th, let's give or take.
This is for the men only, right?
Yes, this is for the men only. From September 16th to November 16th. You should be wearing this tephillin as a sign and a marker. And this is the season that you wear this tephillin in. So, I'm going to read that it says that. Thou shalt therefore keep this statute of the tephillin, which is plural for tephillah, in the season to which it belongs, on work days, not on Shabbats or solemnities, and by day, not by night. So, you see we have it on. We're showing you how it's done, what's done, and where we got it from. This is found in Exodus 13, chapter 13, verses 9 and 10. Right? It is imperative and important to us that we tell you the truth that is hidden from you. You're not going to find this in a 1611. You're not going to find this in Wycliffe or any other V. NIV, ASV, Elemental PV. You're not going to find this. This is only found in the Uziel Targums. And we're specifically saying the Uziel Targums because there's two versions of the Targums. There's the Uziel Targum, and then there's the one with Ankylos. And Ankylos was a Roman. I'm telling you now, we're making a direct separation. Listen to the Levite and don't listen to the Roman. Uziel is a Levite. The family of Levites commanded and charged to keep the scriptures in their purest state and to translate it to whatever language that we have been speaking in our captivities. So you get the Targum, which is Hebrew for translation, direct translation. So you get more depth of explanations of whole words, because one word in Hebrew is like a whole paragraph. So get the Uziel Targum. If you want to know what it looks like, this is how it looks on Amazon.com. The pseudo Jonathan Targum. Now the word pseudo is very tricky because it can be fake or authentic. That's the problem with English. So they slapped it on there to let you know this could be real or could be authentic. I found it to be authentic here in the land. The Jonathan ben Uziel Targum was written by Jonathan, the scribe of David, and prepared is written in Hebrew. It was written in Aramaic or Aramaic, the original source language for all Arabic. And so they were able to translate it now in recent times after receiving a copy of it in Arabic. I have a copy of it written in the ancient Hebrew, the Aramaic, from a copy that was preserved in Yemen by other Israelites in Yemen, the Levites who went down to that land. So, this is important. And now I'm going to let it read to you why it's important. Right? So thou shalt therefore keep this statute of the tephillin in the season to which it belongs, on work days and not on Sabbats, all solemnities, and by day and not by night. And when I, Yah, have brought thee into the land of the Canaanite, which I have sworn to thee, to thy fathers, to give thee. So this is part of returning to the land and receiving the promise. So that the law is always in my mouth, and we always have the story. We were slaves, and with the mighty hand, Yah delivered and redeemed us from Mitzrayim. All right? If you've been following our Night of Memorials, then you're going to see us wearing this. You're going to see us speaking the prophecies on their specific days. And today is no different. Today is the first day, which is supposed to be the consecration of the temple. And while we have not a temple or a sanctuary as of yet, it's a building of what you call it, there is a Beit Midrasha. There is a sanctuary school to learn the ancient customs and traditions and to find and see the connection between the Abrahamic customs and the Torah law, which is given unto us as Israelites to keep and live in the land. So, you got anything to say, Pinhas?
Yeah, you have to be here to really fully appreciate the genuineness of this Torah. Many people want to discredit it without even examining the words between the covers. And how often have you heard people say, never judge a book by its cover, and yet those very people I've found are doing just that. So before you judge this, examine every word, then make a judgment, as I have.
I'm going to give you one word of advice about the Targums. It comes in approximately about 20 or so books. I have every book in the collection. I've read every word on every page. Each book, aside from this one, this Torah is $5 on Kindle and about $15 for the actual paperback book with the golden calf on the cover. This is meant to scare you away. I'm telling you right now, they don't want you to find it. This is meant and designed to keep you afraid. We're very afraid of the golden calves. I recently had to confront the actual golden calf here in this land. And I put it as far as I could from us, the Israelites. And if it ever comes back and is in my presence, I will destroy it. So I want you to know, this is meant to scare you. And do not read, and I'm going to say this, do not read the commentary. The commentary is not the contents of the book. The commentary is the ideas of the author, who is not an Israelite. So you don't listen to non-Israelites. At least you shouldn't anymore. Don't listen to the teachings of the nations, because I promise you they're lying and they're deceiving you. You're going to have to come back and read the books for yourself, do your own homework, and reconstruct the truth from the culture. It's the only way to do it. There's no shortcut. You can't go to Africa and find it. You can't go to Asia and find it. And you're not going to find it in no history book ever. It's only found in the Targums written by Jonathan ben Uziel. The other Targums are called the Aramaic Bible. Each book is almost $100 a piece. I got them all here at the Beit Midrasha. So if anybody wants to come, learn and study, take a tour, see the ancient sites, read the scriptures about them, and verify the truth and the accuracy of the details, you're more than welcome. So that's it for this episode of Night of Memorials. You can, I guess we'll see you when you get here, because there's not too much we can teach over this internet medium, because it's an experience that you have to have.
Absolutely.
You have to come and you have to put your hand to the plow. You have to taste it, touch it, feel it, live it. And I'm not talking about no week, 2-week vacation. It takes a solid 9 months to get a grasp on it, the basics, a full year to be able to begin to understand some of the executions and the importance of the details you'll find in Jonathan, and 3 years to have it fully down to where you can execute it and you begin to understand the fullness of the law, and then a lifetime to perfect. So that's the order of the tephillin. That's the truth about the Targums. I ain't got nothing else to say for this episode.
I can't give you any more. It will wash out by your shore. I wanna save you, but I'm not. I wanna help you, but that's not mine. Oh.